Welcome everybody to Vapes, and I'm here to bring a review / building wicking tutorial for you for an RTA, a special RTA. It's not the newest product by any means, but for the beginners and considering the Ages Solo videos that I've done and the giveaways I'm doing, as promised, I went out and purchased a bunch of the kits, the Nunchaku and by UL and the Asia Solo. So I went out all brand new in boxes. The iridescent killers, I bought 5 of the iridescent. This is also iridescent. If I can get it to zoom in, it's got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of shiny stuff right here, so it's very shiny. So I don't know if it's gonna. Well, anyway, it says iridescent right there. Let me get my glass. Sorry, this umbrella lighting is so bright it hurts my eyes. That's why I'm wearing shades right now. All right, iridescent. So I'm doing a bunch of giveaways. Nobody commented in the video on what colors they wanted. I told them simply to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment down below, and in the comment leave what color combination you would like. And in the end of the video, I posted all the colors of the Asia Solo and all the colors of the Nunchaku. So I figured, why not just go ahead and buy the iridescent versions, 5 of them. I'll just do 5 giveaways, which it's out of my own pocket. It's not paid for or advertised with anybody. Yes, I get a good deal on them and stuff like that, but still, I mean, what I'm giving with it is the Nunchaku, the Asia Solo, and a pack of the UN2 mesh stage 0.2 ohm coils that makes it what it is. So, and also, I might throw in a bottle of juice because by all the juices I've ever found, if you like dessert flavors, this Country Clouds cornbread pudding, I don't use any of my juices anymore. All my mods have that in it, but now I'm trying this. They sent this to me as a special gift, and also they gave me a blueberry cornbread pudding. So right now I'm using a strawberry cornbread pudding. So yeah, let me get you a quick vape quick. But yeah, that's back to the giveaway. If you're interested in the giveaway, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment down below. Why you want one, if you're a beginning vapor, just anything. Leave any comment. I'll answer any questions, any comments, or anything you have like that. So yeah. Also, the giveaway will most likely be on my social media. So my social medias will be linked in the description down below. So just follow those and leave a comment on there, and I'll be picking the winners very shortly. So I'll go ahead and put that stuff back. So today, the shop I'm in work with and deal with, I have this review is going to be on the no other than. So for the low wattage vape that's on a Solo, for the battery longevity and all that stuff to go with it, yes, they have a kit. It comes with a Tengu RDA, which isn't the best RDA in my opinion, and it's lacking in a lot of ways. So people that like tanks, and then also the RDA version, I've kind of brought them this. A low coil, low wattage. So we have the Serpent Elevate by Wotofo, designed by Suck My Mod. You can see a little Suck My Mod logo right there. On the back, right here is the contents. Here, let me put this down a little bit more. I'll show you what everything comes with. It's not that important that I show this, but Serpent Elevate RTA, Japanese cotton, Clapton coils, extra tube, and extra screw. But it comes with some extra neat stuff that you'll like in there. So we're going to pop that bad boy open. And I do know it comes with stapled fused Claptons, frame stapled Claptons. So they also gave me a 10-pack of these 0.33 ohm, nichrome, 80, 3mm inner diameter, frame Clapton coils, so I have extras. I have 2 in here, 10 in here, so I got 12 coils. So that's gonna last me a while. So I figured, why not? I mean, I appreciated them doing that. So, give me 1 second here. I got some grease on my finger, and I don't want that in the camera when I'm doing close-ups. That would just be retarded. 1 second, please. Sorry, I don't want to be dirty. I got stains all over my fingers. Oh well. So I'm gonna have to take this camera off, or I'm gonna actually I can do it like this. I can. It's like I'm using a Manfrotto stand. It cost me $200 for the stand, but this is as low as it goes. So, like when I'm building it and stuff, I might bring the camera down and use this little Mamma Jam I got right here. My son got this for me. It's like a snake style camera holder. I'll take the camera off and put it on it. But yes, let's get into the nitty gritty. So let's open this up. I don't have a knife. Once again, I don't know why, so let's just rip it open. Let's go ahead and get in here. I'm gonna use my nails, a little bit of nails that I do got. I only got one shot of this. I'm trying to make it as short as possible video, but I also like to go in depth. My videos are a little longer than the average because I don't just tell you a little bit about it, teach you how to wick it, and then just end the video. I mean, I like you to learn all the stuff about it. So, yes, this did used to. If you have one, you'll notice it comes with the bulb glass, but it was made out of PMMA. But the problems were they were having cracking issues with the frosted, like blackish frosted colored acrylic or PMMA. With certain juices, like fruity juices and stuff, they were having problems with the acrylic cracking. So in the newer versions and the newer ones, you'll find that it's just a clear glass. So I'm glad they did that. But I mean, the look isn't as cool because it doesn't have that frosted look. But, I mean, it's still cool nonetheless. You get to see that Serpent logo and stuff. So we're opening this up. So I already know what's in here. I've had plenty of these. And this is just for the review period. So, all right, right here, we have the Serpent Elevate. Right now, it's got the, I don't have any red mods here at the house. I have, like, tons of mods. What I use here is I got my Drag 2, my top side, and my Aegis Solo. That's just stuff I use at home. This is my home studio. I'm literally bought a 25 by 25 or 30 foot by 30 foot like pre-built shed type cabin deal, and had it wired up with tons and tons of outlets and electronic wiring, and it's being built right now for a custom studio. So, and also bought an extra Zydex X10 computer and pretty much doubled up on all my electronics. I went and got umbrella lighting because my videos weren't doing very good before, but you got that old scary little Serpent. Looks like you're about to get some venom in you. So we're going to pop this bad boy open. We're going to give it a little shake. We got that little suction going on. We're going to go. Boop. Alright, so right here we have the Serpent Elevate, the tank, RTA. We have the frosted drip tip that it comes with. This is a 510 connector adapter you put here and on top of this, which sits flush so you can use any 510 you want. And then you have your extra tube glass right here, your bulb glass right here. So we're going to go ahead and pop this. It's kind of hard. Wotofo packaging is very difficult. I love their packaging. I love their designs. But they're meant to come out of the package, not to stay in there and look pretty. So let's try to get this out of here without destroying the package. I do want to do a giveaway on some of these. Yes, I did grab quite a few. Yes, I got the black, the gold, and a few of the gold. So I thought and some stainless ones. Them are the ones I like the most. So yeah, the blue's cool and all that stuff, but I like people. Well, I don't know how many people got blue stuff. So here we go. Here's an up close of the. Let me get it up there a little bit better. I'm kind of block some stuff down here. Kind of get it up there. Let me pull it down. It's got dual Cyclops airflow. It's on a stopper. What you do to one side, so you close it. It does it to the other. So we're gonna leave it wide open for now, and it's got a very good tension to it. You got your removable 810 drip tip right here. I don't know if I can get a hold of it. It's in there good. They're always in there good. That's one thing I like about these. The drip tips are very well put in there. And it's just your standard 810 drip tip, no O-ring. So I'm going to put that to the side. There's the top cap where the 510 connection will go to use 510 drip tips. As you can see, it's not very wide bore, so I'd say 810 would be perfect. The 510, like any kind of 510, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's all in your preference. They give it to you just for something back to giving it to you. So I'm gonna just pull this entire foam piece out because it's kind of, you got to kind of bend it to get the stuff out of it. Like, this foam is so thick. So I'm gonna show you what all this comes with. Oh, I just knocked it over. So we're going to get this drip tip out of here, and it's so hard. You got to kind of like bend the crap out of it. Let me actually get my coil master kit, because we're going to need that. The coil master kit, once again, I promote this all the time. Instead of going out and singly buying the cutters, this, the ohm rater, and all this stuff, you're going to spend 100, 200 bucks buying it all singly. 45 bucks, you get all these tools. So I'm going to grab my flathead out of here. And I'm going to get that drip tip out so we can just pop it on real quick. So I'm going to stick it in there. And now I got it. So look how a ton better that looks. That looks way better. All right, so we are going to show you what else comes in the package. So you are going to get a flathead. It's the more Wotofo, bigger flathead. The Allen key, that's in one package. You're going to get 2 pieces of shoelace cotton, which I am going to use because I do have Firebolt cotton, but this came with it, so I might not waste it. And this does come with power frame stable Claptons, 0.33 ohms. So actually, I got the same Claptons it came with, but they're actually shorter leads. So I'm going to save these just for emergencies. So you get that. Also here, you get all your extra gaskets and O-rings and stuff, and extra grub screws. You can turn it into the flathead and stuff like that. Also, it looks like a sticker, but it's not. It's just the user manual. But the only thing is, you don't get any specs. There's no specifications on this RTA. It's a 24 millimeter, but there's, like, when you open this up, there's literally, it tells you everything to do and how to fill and all that. I just ripped it. Everything on how to do it, put together everything and use it and everything, but there's no exact specifications. You have to actually go on the Wotofo site or the retailer you're buying it from. But this is the neat thing it comes with. It's like my coily. If you see this little arrow right here, it's at 6 millimeters. You want to cut your leads. So the reason there's 4 holes is whichever way your coil's wrapped, you stick them through there and just snip at the bottom and drop, screw down, and you're good. So we're going to keep that out. We're going to put everything else to the side. We're going to put these O-rings, the coils, screwdriver tool away, get out the bulb glass. And then we're gonna put this lid back on here. So we're gonna go ahead and do a build real quick and a wicking tutorial. So the flavor is all in the wicking. So we're gonna get this, see if I can get it apart without having to try too hard. We can use a shirt or anything. It's pretty good together. So I can get this whole top piece off. Now I unscrewed the actual. Why isn't that unscrewing? Oh, the airplug control ring comes off. Alright, I can't get a grip on this bottom piece. There we go. Hold on. Maybe I just... Hold on, I can't get it. Let me grab a rubber glove real quick. That's all I need. Sorry for the inconvenience. I had to get up. I wasn't expecting that. Perfect. My rubber goggles. There's something to grip on. I have this issue last time I open all of these up for people when they're buying them and putting them together and building them for them. So let's wrap this little thing around here and we should be able to unscrew it, no problems at all. Well, that's not the case, I guess. Give me one moment. I'll just take it apart that way. I absolutely cannot get this apart. I'll put this stuff down here. I wasn't expecting this issue. I'm definitely going to have to cut this out. Something's unscrewing. Alright, there we go. I got it. Alright, that was a pain in the butt. Just because it's not lubed up yet. I'm going to put this top airflow ring back on. It goes down, on. Yeah, I didn't put on a stopper. I got to get lined up. It's a little notches. Let me see here. Okay. Okay, I got it back on there. Alright, everything's good. We got this back on here. Airplug. Remember, the airplug control ring does come off, and there's a slightly little. It might actually. I've had an issue in the past where that's actually got stripped, and it was just spin and spin. But as you see, it's starting and stopping. It's just a small little ledge for the stop turn on the. So we have the regular recurve style build deck. If you can see, we'll get a close up on that. If I can get it to zoom in. As you can see, if you look here, the airflow on this is top. It's top airflow, so it will come. Let me get my screwdriver. It will come in here, come down from the top, come through here. And if you look, there's a slight hole right here. Let me get this. Right here. If you look through here, there's a slight hole where it goes underneath the coil, up through, and over the coil. So you want your coil to sit just barely above the top deck. You know what I mean? So let's get a build going on here. So I'm going to set this on my atomizer stand that came with my coil master, because that's what I built on, because my Addy stand got stolen. I had a really nice one. I actually had two of them that were really nice. So we're going to do a build real quick. So let's get this in here. Sorry for the long video so far, guys. So right now we're just gonna take this, get our Allen key out, which actually I'm gonna put back. Which I was gonna get the Allen key out of my kit, so that works good. My little tri tool comes with the coil master, so it should be a 1.5. So we got a 1.5 there. We're gonna loosen up this one here, perfectly unscrewed easily. Wasn't stripped. Nice smooth threading. It does not it's meant for smaller coils, so it's not gonna fit your juggernauts or anything like that. So don't think your leads are gonna fit in there. So you can watch the grub screw coming out. Yes, this tri-tool is a little pain in the booty, but yeah, so is the regular Allen keys that come with them. So I'm going to use the flatheads after this, but just for this build, I'm going to leave the Allen grubs in there, just for the simple fact that I don't actually feel like switching them out and making this video just an extra couple minutes longer. So what I'm going to tell you about this is how to enhance the flavor. Also, oh man, my O-ring was coming off. Alright, so which ones did I have unscrewed? Okay. So I did that one, so I'm undoing this one. I don't know why I'm using this exact Allen key. But what you do want to make sure is that you don't unscrew it all the way and like drop your grub screws, because you only got 2 sets, and not all grub screws fit all build decks. So as you can see, I have this one loosened, this one loosened up here, and then this one over here. Depends on how your coil is made. So we are going to take our wire snip, our cutters, which are right here. They're by coil master. You can see what they look like. They got a flat edge to the back, like very, very sharp, and you can get in there and go and cut them. So you can buy these separately. They're like $7 or $8, but if you notice, like I've already taken a chip out of the tip of this one, so from getting so close to it. So I'm going to open it up. I'm not going to use the coils that's included. I'm going to save them like I told you. So I'm going to get my Wotofo frame staple Clapton. We're going to open it up, get a coil out. Let's get a nice looking coil out. All right, we got one right there. It says to cut at 6 millimeters. That's what the arrow is on there for. So we are going to pop this down in there, inside the coily. So you don't bend them and stuff. So that's in the 5. Sorry. You stick them down. You hold it flush like this. You hold your coil down. You push down on your coil, and you get your cutters, and you want to get right underneath it, flush as you can, and snip, flush as you can. Actually, I'm having a hard time seeing because of this camera. Alright, so now you see my leads are pre-cut. So we're going to take this coil here, and I loosened it totally the wrong ones. Actually, no, I didn't. Actually, I did. So we are going to have to tighten those back up. That was a misfortune. I didn't pay attention to which way my coil was built. So that was a mistake on my part. Sorry, I'm not a rookie. Trust me, I'm not. I've been doing this for very many years. I mean, a lot of years. I do got this new setup where it lays flat instead of using a drill and swivels and a vise. It's a little kit you can buy. I'm going to show it off next time next time I do a review. I'm going to do an actual review on that, because the company that sells it, I've talked to them, and I'm working on getting a discount code for the thing for the kit to make coils. It kind of pulls itself towards each other instead of putting tension on the actual. So let me unscrew this grub screw so I know what I'm doing. So I got that one loosened, so I got to tighten this one back up. Very nice threading on these grub screws. It's very well machined. It's bead blasted, and it has German made, what's it called? I'm sorry, I don't know the name off the top of my head. An insulation. So I'll show you that in a second. I don't know why it's only on one side. Maybe there's some reason for it. But yeah, so let me go ahead and unloosen these grub screws. I can't believe I did that. That was a rookie mistake. Well, all coils are built different, so now I know which grub screws I'm using, since they're all built the same way. So I don't know why, if you're using Wotofo coils, maybe that's for people that build coils themselves. I'm not 100% positive, but at the same time, if you're using your Wotofo coils, they're all built the same way. They're all machine built, which actually, I did build me a set of aliens yesterday. I was going to use an alien coil, but I want a higher resistance, higher ohm resistance, and I want to keep it at 40 to 50 watts. So that's why I'm using the frame stable Clapton. Let's get this bad boy out of here. Sorry it's taking me so long. My hands are shaking. I'm trying to make this video quick. I probably will have to edit some of this stuff out, like me getting up and stuff like that. That looks so unprofessional. And I'm not unprofessional in any way. I already had a 40K channel. I had everything set up. Yes, it was in a different studio, but I built a studio into my house. You know what I mean? I have a nice big house, and I turned this extra bedroom I had, and I got my whole basement full of workout equipment and stuff. So, I mean, I'm on a huge health kick right now. I'm on a severe diet and nutrition and exercise plan. So I've lost 55 pounds in less than 2 months, and been building muscle at the same time. So I'm getting back down to my original size. All right, we have those two loosened up. So now it's time to pop in our coil. So we're just going to set it down in there. That lead and that post hole. This lead and this post hole. Now you can see it just sits down there evenly, and if you look right here, as described, how you want it is, let me get this back here. You can see the coil, how the coil's sit. Let me get the coils situated real quick. And if you can see, I got that. You see how the coil is just above the top of the deck. So let me get this adjusted. Let me get out my coiling rod. If you buy a Coil Master kit, I might just give away some Coil Master kits because I do have an extra one from the one in the raffle. I could just buy some more. It doesn't. I spend my own money to help you guys out. Like, I'm not paid in any way. I don't have a Patreon account. I don't let people donate any money, like anything like that. Or anything. Maybe we'll have get back at the 40K or something. I might do a Patreon, but for the most part, this is me giving back to the community. So I'm gonna hold this. I got my 3mm coiling rod, which doesn't feel like 3mm. It doesn't, like that diameter is a little off. No, that one kind of play. So I'm gonna hold this still right in the center. And I'm gonna hold it down. I'm gonna take it, hold it evenly in the center, and just hold it. Well, actually, I'm not gonna be able to hold it down. So get my Allen key. This is the easy part. The coil part is not hard for you to figure out at all. Like, it's just simple, easy. It comes with the coily tool. Now I have an actual coily tool. It's a little different, but this has some features that the other one doesn't have. It has the 4 holes, so no matter which way your coil is built, you can cut the leads so you're not bending your leads or anything like that. So that's a big plus in my book. So, I mean, if you disagree with me, but my coily that I actually have, I like it, but I use this one just as much. I use these ones just. I have a whole bunch of these, so maybe I'm gonna start doing like goodie bags instead of like doing reviews on just certain products and stuff like that. I might start doing goodie bags and just. But the one thing I'm iffy about is sending e-juice, because unless you're a dessert flavor person like I am, I can recommend some candied and fruit flavors and stuff like that. Like, I know a lot of good ones, but I've tried thousands and I've spent a lot of money and I've tested about every kind of dessert flavor juice you can possibly imagine. Alright, this is so hard to get in there. I'm about to use the regular Allen key it came with. Like, honestly, this thing is driving me crazy. It's not going in there. Let me get this held down. I don't know what's going on with it. Alright, that one's. Make sure it's nice and tight without stripping it. And we're gonna hold down this other one. You wanna hold it down so it's sitting all the way at the base of the atomizer to where you cut the lead tail. It's taking forever because this is a T-handle Allen key, and if I used the other one, I could have just spun it on and been way quicker. This is what's taking so long. So sorry for that. Here, I'll do it as a close-up so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just tightening the grub screws a little bit at a time. Like, I'm getting barely a quarter of a turn each spin because the way the handle is hitting my M reader. Alright, got it in. It's looking even. It's sitting barely above. So if you look at it, if you check out what I got going here. Alright, if we look close up. Let's see. Let me get a close-up of it. Put this down. Alright, let's see. This should zoom in and get really good. I got with the new umbrella lighting I got, it should. Please give me a good shot. Come on, man. I'm trying to make a short video here. Alright, that's what your coil should look like. Right there. If you look, it's perfectly centered. If you look right there, it is sitting literally. If I can get this at the right direction. Hold on, let's see. It's sitting perfectly, maybe a millimeter above the actual deck itself. So we got it tightened down good. I'm gonna make sure it's actually tightened down. I'm gonna get one more little snuggle turn. I don't want to strip it. Do not over tighten your coil. Yes, you don't want it coming loose when you're adjusting it and strumming it and bending your coils up or down or anything like that. But at the same time, you don't want to strip. You most likely will not strip the threads inside the machine bit. But you got to understand, these are not made to be torqued on. Allen keys, now, like big Allen keys, for certain things, yes, you can take the regular L-shaped Allen keys and crank on stuff. But also make sure other grub screws are tight too that you're not using, just so they don't get loose and fall out or anything like that. Make sure when you put your Allen key in, make sure you kind of shake it and wiggle it. And make sure you got that tension lock, because if you don't have it fully in, you'll start stripping the outside of the Allen key grub, and then slowly start eating away at the center of it. That's why I'm not a big fan of Allen keys, but I use them until they wear out. If you have a stuck Allen key, take an Allen key that comes with any kit, a 1.5 Allen key, 1.5 millimeter Allen key, and put it inside. Then kind of turn it sideways, grip it, and crank on it. Like don't make sure it's not a script Allen. It's gonna ruin both the new Allen key you're using and that. But if you happen to have a caught Allen screw, there's always the option of drilling it out, which I don't recommend because there's small holes and there's small grub screws, and you can actually mess up the threading of where the grub screw threads into. But just use a new Allen key, get it in there the best you can. If it starts to strip, don't keep turning with that Allen key that you're using, because you're just making the stripping worse, where it's going to turn the hex key into a circle, and you're never going to get it out. As soon as you notice it's starting to strip, grab a fresh Allen key that you're willing to sacrifice, put it in, hit it at an angle, and kind of jiggle it like this, like boom, 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 like kind of like this a little bit, kind of knock it like you would kind of tap on something with a wrench to get a little bit of, not leverage, but a little jam to it, you know what I mean, to get it broken loose. So if worse comes to worse, you can spray a little bit. You don't want to, you'll want to thoroughly clean it in ultrasonic cleaner and soap water and whatever else, but a little bit of WD-40 or something like that to get in there. Like, don't go putting tight lock on your grub screws and stuff. So we got that coil built. So we're going to turn that ohm reader on, meter. So it's supposed to be 0.33. If you read this, it's a 0.33 ohm coil. This is reading 0.34. Once I get it strummed out and the hot spots out of it, we're gonna have no problems getting it down to 0.33 where it's supposed to be, because Wotofo is notorious for I think Wotofo makes some of the best coils. There's a local guy here that makes alien coils, and he does, like, I do coil wars, so I build a lot of neat coils, like Mohawks, pine tree builds, just anything I can, you know what I mean? I got a bunch of, I just build on stuff that doesn't even have nothing to do with. I'm going to put this on my drag too, which I got the Falcon. I kept 3 of the Falcon Artisan Edition, resin editions. It's made out of German resin, and I kept 3 of the black and white ones to match my 2 Voopoo drags that are the same color, but I have an extra Voopoo that I'm going to be giving away. It's the same color scheme as this, and also I got the fix to the door rattle. Like, if you hear this, it's not rattling at all, you know what I mean? I got a certain fix to it, and I'll leave that in another video. So I'm going to take it off here, and this is what you want to do with any of your things. We'll set that tank down there. We're going to make sure the mod's off. All right, mod's off. You want to screw the atomizer down onto it. Well, actually, turn it on so it recognizes the coil. So turn it on, get it screwed in just a little bit, and then now it's on. So it's reading 9.99 ohms. So we're going to screw it down. It's not like the Solo where you have to wait till it's always screwed down. New coil, it's going to wait and then hit yes. So we're going to turn it, get it tight, and then hit yes. So it's reading 0.34 at 65 watts. We're going to go down before we get it. You want to put it on about 20 to 25 watts. You don't want to just instantly ramp up your coil because you're going to damage it. So put it on 25 watts, and we're going to get out. This is the most important part I want to tell you guys. I know this video is supposed to be short, but we're going to get out our cotton tweezers and our ceramic tweezers. So these are all the things we're going to need, and then my cotton scissors from the Coil Master. And it also comes with a bunch of wire to make your own, and kits to make your own coils. So here's my scissors. They kind of open up like this, and they do this number here, and they are super sharp every time. They work awesome for cotton. These ceramic tweezers are for when you're heating it up. You can pinch the coil together, strum it. Do not, when power is to it, or at all, period, don't strum your coils with the metal ends of any kind of tool, because there's one metal on metal, and especially metal's malleable when it's heated up. So you can you can break. Like I made a mistake and accidentally frayed a couple of the wraps on, because it's such a thin gauge wrap. That's like a 30 gauge or 28 gauge wrap on there or something like that. Very thin wire over top of the Clapton. So we're gonna pulse it first. So let's just keep pulsing. We're gonna put these cotton tweezers down. See that smoke coming off there? That's one thing you don't want me breathing in. So we're gonna keep pulsing. We're gonna let it heat up, and see how it's heating up right there. See how we got that? It's almost heating up perfectly. Like I don't even need to do anything. I'm gonna squeeze it a little bit. That's almost perfect. Heating in. All right. If you want to see, we are. Let me get this zoomed in. We are heating from the inside out. So you see that? That's perfect. That's at 25 watts. We're getting. Look how quick that ramp up time is. 25 watts, and it's just ramping up. So it's a low wattage build. So we got our coil right where we want it. It's perfectly centered, perfectly raised. I mean, it can't get no easier than that. You know what I mean? Like, honestly. So I'm going to heat it up one more time, make sure we're even. Yes, perfectly heating. So let that cool down for a second. And now we're going to take this, let it cool down. Let this cool down. Kind of blow on it a little bit. You don't want to blow on it right away. Because if you don't know, when metal's heated and then you dip it in cold water, all right, metal is like a hair strand. They're together like this. I know this from being a welding technician. So the reason people will dip metal in water, or like say when you're magnetizing something, like when metal's dipped in water after it's past its heating point, it'll straighten everything out. Like it changes the complete composition of the metal. So if you ever want to clean your coils, take your cotton out, take everything out. Turn your mod on, get them glowing hot, get a cup of water, and just get it red hot, and then just dip it in the water, and to get it right back to this blue color. See that blue color I got going on here? Let me get that in there really nice and neat. Let me get this zoomed in. Like you can see the blue color I got going on this coil. That means it's heating well, and I didn't overdo it. Like I don't understand why it's doing this. This camera usually focuses just fine. There we go. You can see that. Coil perfectly. It's got that aqua color to it and everything. It's perfectly centered. You can see right, just barely above. So let's wick. All right. So I'm going to open up this shoelace cotton right here. It comes with 2 pieces, so 2 coils worth. They give you 2 coils, but I didn't want to use the coil that came with just because it's been thrown around and packaging and stuff. So I picked out a good coil. So I don't know if this is long. Yeah, it's long enough. So. This is made for this, so what you want to do is kind of roll it, like it's kind of thick, so I'd get your hand a little wet and kind of do this number and get it really thin like that. You don't want to be pulling on it and bending your coil, so we're going to slide it. We're going to put this on our ohm reader and see if we're at 0.13 yet. So it should, 0.33, it should be at 0.33 now. After I got everything adjusted. So I take it off there, put it on my coil master. This time we're going to wick it. And this is the most important part, is the wicking. The wicking is how you're going to get your flavor and get the most out of this RTA. So we're going to turn the meter on and look where we're at every time I fix it. I always figure out a way to fix it and get it to where it's supposed to be 0.33, right on point, as advertised. It always does. My builds are always perfect. So I do have quad core for these Claptons, but they're 0.26 ohms. So I wanted a lower watt vape. So like I can use it on my Aegis Solo, which is my favorite mod to just carry around and all around use. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna take this off, and I do have a bunch of favorite mods. So I probably have about personally, like personal collection wise, like DNAs and all that stuff. Probably have about 50 to 60 mods that I keep, but I don't have, like I said, an extreme amount of stuff that I keep. Most of the stuff I just give away and stuff like that. So I'm not a stingy person at all, and I'd rather see it in someone's hands being used than sitting on a shelf just rotting away. So we're gonna take this. Why did I take it off there? I'm sitting there losing my mind. Yes, this doesn't seem informational so far, but at least I showed you everything that was in there, what it's for. So we're going to take this cotton. We're going to feed it through. It's kind of a thick shoelace. Like it barely fits through there. We're going to pull it through. It's tight. And then get it even on both sides. And then we're going to pull it a little bit further through to where the shoelace is, because you don't want that knot where the shoelace is put together. So we're going to cut it right before the shoelace, right, like if you want to see what I'm talking about, right there. So you don't want to cut too close to the shoelace. All right, so we got it. So now the most important part. So what you're going to do is take this and hold it down, the cotton, hold it down, and you want to cut it right here at the O-ring. So we're going to cut right there at the O-ring. We cut a little shorter, actually. All right, right there at the O-ring. As you can see, it's sitting right there. Low enough to go into the juice well, but not enough to really... So we're going to kind of unfray this one a little bit, get it flattened out a little bit so I can just cut it to where it needs to be. And then I'm going to strum the heck out of it because it needs... The thinner the wicking, the better. So right there at the O-ring, we're going to snip. So we're right... I got angle vision. Alright, so we're perfectly at the juice well. That one's a little longer, so we're going to pull a little bit through. So now we're at the juice well. Now we're... Well, that needs a little back down. So now we're at the juice well. Now we're at the juice... Alright, we're perfect. So, alright, right there is about the amount of cotton you want hanging out on both sides. You want to measure it. You want to push it down and measure it to this bottom... Right here is where it's going to be. That's your juice well. You want it barely poking in there. So you're going to take your your cotton tweezers, which look like this. They're needle nose. You want to take your cotton and even go from the bottom. So you want to really thin this out. So we're going to strum. This is really thick cotton. So we're going to keep strumming, just like you would a coil. We're just going to thin it out the best we can. We want it really thin. The thinner, the better. Not too thin to where there's no cotton, but enough to where it's wispy and going to pick up all that extra, wick up that juice like perfectly. So we're going to cut the excess off real quick. I'm just going to blow it on my floor so it's not in the video frame. There's a lot more to this that I'm just doing. I'm not just doing a building and wicking tutorial. I'm actually showing you something very interesting. So we're going to cut off this excess. So we're going to feel it. Still a little thick, so we're going to strum again. We're going to strum from the bottom this time. It's kind of strum where you feel the thickness and the knots. And then go for the top and kind of... I think we got enough off that side, so we'll cut that again. Cut it right to where the line is. You don't want to cut it too short to where you're not reaching the juice well, but... Alright, now we're going to go to this other side. That feels nice and thin and wispy. You can tell how thick it is by pinching it. Like, kind of bundle it up and pinch it, and you'll feel the thickness of it. So we're going to strum this side. We're going to do a major strumming on this side at first, because there was a lot of cotton to get out of there. It was kind of twisted. It was a twisted mess where I balled it up to get it through the coil. I just didn't want to put a lot of tension on the coil when I was putting it in, so that's why I balled it up tight. So that's why I got to spread it and fray it so much. I'm going to kind of bring it up closer, let you see what I'm doing. I'm just getting it, and then you're going to kind of pull up on it, and then get the bottom, because the bottom has to be strummed as well. Alright, so we're going to get this cotton off here, pull it out flat, and you can see where your main cut is, so you want to cut right there. You just want to take it and hit that bad boy right there, and get all the frayed ends off. And we'll feel it. Still a little thick. That one's thin enough. Actually, that's fine. That seems fine. Let me strum it just a little bit more. Alright, that should be good. Alrighty. You don't want any loose cotton. So we got this. Pull it out. So, yeah, we're right there in the juice well. Right there in the juice well. We're going to pull that through. Just a tiny bit. So, we're down the juice well. No, we're not. So we're down the juice well. We're down the juice. All right. So now you're going to take your tweezers, your tweezers, and you're going to grab it like so. You're going to grab the entire bit of cotton, and you're going to shove it. See this wicking channel right here? It's right here. There's a little lip right there where it fits in. You want that to, you want to shove it in there, grab it, poke it down in there. I mean, let me do it up closer so I can actually get. Alright, so you want to push it in there. You don't want to jam it in there. You want it to be just very loose. You don't want it jammed in there. Like, you'll be able to feel it. Should be able to move very easily with your tweezers. Your tweezers should be able to go in there very easily, like so. You should be able to push down in there. That might even be able to use a little more strumming, so we're going to strum this a little bit more. Get that cut off. Don't want that on there. So you can kind of feel. Once you get the hang of this RTA, you'll be all right. You won't have no issues. But we're going to put it back down in there now. It can be a bit tricky because the way the juice well is made, it's kind of thin right there. But just kind of pop it on in there as best you can. Alright, it's nice and wispy down in there. My tweezers are fitting really well. Alright, you can see how I got it going there. I'll get a better close-up once I get the other side in there. So we're going to take this side, shove it on down in there. That one's a little thick still, so we're going to strum that one a little more. You just never know. You don't want to strum too much at once on your cotton and take too much off. But you just kind of go... kind of strum as you go, and you'll see how much cotton to take off. Like, you'll see the thick spots. I think that should be good. So we're going to pull it tight, see where we have it cut. You always want to go where that big thick cut line is. You'll notice that we use a good pair of scissors, so we're just going to cut that excess off, and we're good. So I'm going to take this tweezers now, and we are going to tuck it down in there. Sorry I'm not doing a very good job at the close-up, but I'm giving you a close-up view of what it should look like. So I'm getting the rest of this cotton in here. I had it in there the whole time, I didn't even know it. Let me see what we got going here. Let me see what we got. You should be able to push up against the cotton like this and feel a little bit of give. Yeah, I'm going to strum that cotton a little bit more. It's still a little bit thick. I don't know why. Maybe we'll get from the bottom. Shouldn't take that much more cotton off. I keep losing my scissors. I don't have my build mat here, so I'm using my mouse mat. So now this should be good. Get that cotton up in that bad boy in the wicking channel. I think we're golden here, boys, ladies and gentlemen. You kind of want to kind of move it around a little bit while you're in there, and then I'm going to feel it. It's sticking down there just enough to wick up, but it's also nice and thin. This side is nice and thin. This side is nice and thin. So get all the little loosies off there. All right, so now we gotta put this cotton back down in there. All right, so when you're done, it should look like this. Hold on, let me get this little fray in out of the way. What I'm trying to explain is right here. Let me get this zoomed in. I don't get what's going on here. All right, right there. So when you turn the cotton to the side, let's do this side. Right there. You should be right here in this little lip where the cotton goes in right here. Let me see. It's awful bright. This light is bright in here. See that cotton right there? You should be able to just push on that. See how light that is? Let me get it zoomed back in, but just down far enough in this channel to where it's touching, like almost to the bottom, but not all the way to the bottom, and very feathered out. So that's going to wick very well. So we are going to check our ohm reading again. Always do it. Oh, now it's at 0.35 for some reason. So let me, I don't know what happened. Shouldn't be at 0.35. Read that off. I shouldn't be doing that. Let me see something real quick. No, just needed a little squeeze. Now it's back at 0.33, so we should be good now. You always want to check your ohm readings. That's what the ohm reader is really good for. Yes, mods are good, but they're not always the most accurate. Some mods ain't. Depends on the chipset, on how accurate it's going to be. So we're going to go ahead and put this ohm reader down. Yes, you can fire on the ohm reader, but we have no need for it. So I'm going to get this excess cotton and packaging out of the way. Yes, I use the rubber on these goggles to take tanks apart when I run out of rubber gloves. Throw this away, throw the cotton away. Anything extra. We're going to keep this extra piece of cotton here because it's perfect length, so I don't have to keep wasting my fire bolt. So we're going to put this back in the box. We'll set it on the box. I got everything out of the box. So we are going to install the bubble glass and get this tank put back together. So as you can see, it does have 2 kidney holes. They're not the biggest, but any Gorilla bottle or any Unicorn bottle is going to fit in there. And the way it's made with that lip, if you can see, if you spill any juice in this outside part, don't put it down the chimney holes, down the center. But any juice you spill right here, you can just tilt it and get the juice to fall down in there. So the way it's got a pretty deep well on there. This does hold with the straight glass, I believe 3.5, and with the bubble glass, it's 4.5 to 4.7 or 5 mils. I can't remember. I think it's 4.7 mils. So we are going to we're gonna hold the bottom build deck. I'm gonna take my favorite juice, which is my cornbread pudding. Not the strawberry kind. The strawberry is really good. I got that put in my Age of Soda, but I want to use cornbread pudding. As you can see, it comes pre-steeped very well. I'm already that low. You always shake your juice first until you have a bunch of little air bubbles in there. That's how you know it's mixed really good. I'm going to put it on my mod. Alright, we're good here. I'm going to put it on my Age of Soda mod. And take off my Ninjaku, which is my favorite setup. But we're going to pop it on this mod here. Yes, it does have a very protruding 510 pin, so I still don't recommend using it on a hybrid mech mod. I don't recommend it for nothing. So sorry about that phone call. Let me get that phone out of the way. Alright, it's already reading new coil, but on the Age of Soda, always remember to make sure it's tightened down first for hitting new coil. And it's reading 0.35 on this. I don't know why, but we are going to take. I can't talk right now. Alright, I gotta obviously turn my volume off. Sorry about this, guys. This is a complete mess. I'm about to edit a lot of this video. Obviously, people don't get it. If I don't answer the phone, that means I'm doing something. So we're gonna take and put a little bit of juice on our actual coil. And I just turned off the ringtone. Bro. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, I turned off the media. Ringtone off. There. Alright, I'm going to set that there, my phone there. Alright, you're going to take a little bit of juice, put it on your coil, on your actual coil. Drip it on. Let it soak in a little bit. Let me tell this person I can't talk. I'm recording, cannot talk, just come here, bye. Alright, here, and now you're going to put it directly on your coil, and it's going to help soak it up. So, put a little bit on your coil, a little bit over, and then hit the fire button. Get it going. That's gonna actually soak it up in the center of your cotton. It's gonna draw that juice right in your cotton. So, hit it right there, and I can smell it. Look how instantly that's firing. So we're pretty well saturated there. You can see where it's starting to wick in the outside. It's starting to slowly wick. So it smells good. There's no burnt cotton or anything. You don't have to worry about that. We're gonna leave this cornbread pudding out. So now we are going to turn the power off. We are going to remove. Try not to. I'm going to try to push the chimney out. I don't want to remove the. Take off the straight glass. That's the straight glass. I'm going to put on the bubble glass, which actually feels like. Is that glass? That's very thin glass. That's very, very thin. So I'm putting this on here. It just shoves right on. You can see the space between the chimney and that. It's a lot more space than that than the other. So we are going to turn it over, put our top cap on, screw it on. Even though we're going to still fill it up, we just want that on there to create a vacuum. So there's no leaking. Even though it's not going to leak, it's top airflow. So what we have so far is here. We are going to take our atomizer, and we are going to back thread, then thread on. And we're just threading. And when you get that nice and tight, you don't want to torque it too tight because I think that glass might just break. All right. Now I'm gonna take the bottom. All right, it's not. I got it so tight on this mod. Let me grab this bottom part. All right, there we go. I got it. Sorry, guys. I tightened it too tight on the mod. All right, so we have the complete get up set up. We got our addy built, our coil in, our wicking in, and so we're now going to take the top fill. It's very nice. Listen how smooth that threading is. You can't even hear it. It's like a rubber feel. You know, you got the O-ring rubber feel. It's kind of like, it's like 3/4 of a turn. So you got to watch with this. We're going to take our cornbread pudding, which I'm going to do a review on this cornbread stuff. The cornbread pudding original is really good. The strawberry and blueberry. The blueberry has a more creamy pudding flavor to it, but the strawberry is a little bit like fresh strawberry overpowering. But at the same time, we're going to fill this bad boy up, so let's watch it as it fills. Just keep filling on. This is one heck of a Gorilla bottle. Like, this thing flows. You don't have to worry about the cap coming off or nothing. So we're going to fill it up. And then once it gets to the top, you're going to watch. And then bring it down. And then we're going to put it through the hole. We're going to make sure this thing's completely full. Alright, it's through that side. And it's not completely full. Alright, so now we have her filled up. As you can see the liquid through the top. You see that shiny. I got it filled to the tippy top. Which, if you want it to last and you're going out, you want to do that. So you don't have to back. This is so, the threading on this is so good, you don't have to back thread it. Just turn it on. Just give it a nice little screw. We're going to tighten it down. And then we're going to open up the airflow all the way. We're going to put it on the Aegis Solo mod. So we're going to turn the Aegis Solo mod on. Alright, and on the Aegis Solo, always remember, if you watch right now, let me click it again. If you watch, see new coil detected as soon as I start turning it on, like right there. You want to wait until it's all the way screwed on tight before you hit new coil. And it's reading 0.35 ohms. I don't know why. I'll put it back on the ohm right there and get it straightened out. But we're at 45 watts. Let's put it at 25 watts. Let's let it soak up for a minute and wake up for a minute. So let's jump up top and talk for a second, because I do want to get something out of the way. So the reason behind this whole RTA situation that I got going is I'm trying to continue the series on a good setup for the Aegis Solo. So if you look, that's very nice match. It's still low, it's still small, still the same size as with the Nunchukyu. I mean, the Nunchukyu's still even a little bit taller. So I mean, I guess you got the 810 drip tip, but it's very comfortable, and you can hear this. Yes, I'm getting a little juice in my mouth from the juice being in there, but as you can see, if I go like this, that's wide open. A lot of people actually hit it, so let's put it halfway closed. That's me sucking as hard as I can. Let's put it all almost all the way closed, where there's a little tiny hole right there. Little tiny air hole, if you can see that. That's a little tiny air hole, that little black spot. So Just a nice restricted hit. So I actually got vape off of that. So we're gonna get wide open airflow at 25 watts. Let's see what it does. Flavor is amazing. That's at 25 watts. 25 watts. So let's crank her up to, let's say 30 watts. Let's do this a little bit at a time. Get the coil broke in nice and good. So. It's at 30 watts. Let's put it at 35. This is supposed to be like a 40 to 50 watt vape, so we're at 35 now. I'm getting an awful lot of spit back, which I shouldn't be. Oh, I know why. I'm not fully, what should we call it? Wick. It's fully wicked, but it's a little over juiced, so. Flavor is really standing out on there very well. And as you can see, it's not drink chugging juice. The only reason it's at that level is because the cotton soaked it up. Let's put this on 45 watts because that will eliminate a lot of the spit back. And maybe I wicked it a little too thick. I'm not sure, but like too thin, you get spit back. Too thick, you get spit back. So it's kind of a fine line. I can always re-wick it, so. That's perfect. No, I'm checking on flavor. I have so much juice in my throat, like just from the vapor. So, like it's literally. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like with the 510 connector in there. So give me 1 second. Let me take another rip off here at 45 watts. There's no spit back at 45 watts. It's getting that. It's burning it all off. So. Is bringing out flavors in that cornbread pudding that I haven't tasted before. Like, so I would say taste on this is A+. Like, honestly, like if you put your coil in right and wicked it right, it tastes as good. Yes, I love my Nunchaku still, but when I want to get portable and I want the RDA flavor, you know what I mean? It's the best of both worlds. You got the tank with the RTAs. That's basically an RDA with a tank. So, yeah. So here we go. Is the Serpent Elevate by Wotofo and designed by Suck My Mod. So I'm gonna give a big shout out to Suck My Mod for the thought behind this. I mean, it's a beautiful. Before this was smoked, PMMA, but people were having problems with it cracking with certain juices and breaking. So this is they started using this clear glass, which you can actually see the Serpent logo inside there. It's not over branded in any way. There's no writing on it anywhere. It does have that right here. It does have that serpent skin look. Like, let me get that zoomed in. It does have that serpent. Let me get this. I don't know why it's doing this. I hate this stupid camera setup. I can't wait to get my camera back. So, if you see right here, it's got that serpent skin look to it. Maybe it'll zoom in better that way. I can't get it. There it is. See that serpent skin? It looks like serpent skin. Yes, that's a dark juice because it's steeped very well. It's a very thick juice. So with the thicker juices, you got to make sure it's very thinned out your cotton or it won't wick properly. So let me take another rip at 45 watts. This is a short little toke. Tastes beautiful. That was a 0.3 second vape, and it's wonderful tasting. So once again, we have the Serpent Elevate by Wotofo and designed by Suck My Mod. Comes with your coil tool. Comes with an Allen key, a flathead screwdriver for if you want to switch the grub screws to flatheads, which I have an actual tool for that from the Coil Master. So if you're going to be doing this building by yourself for beginners, make sure you buy a Coil Master kit. They're only 45 to 50 bucks at most shops. So if you want to order one online, you can get a coilmaster.net, I do believe it is. So I'm going to put everything back in here. I'm going to put, I was going to show you the, put this glass where that goes. Put our other drip tip it came with. I don't know, it comes with different colors, but that's like a reddish resin drip tip with a little bit of black in it. Yes, I got some mods that'll match. So I'm going to put that drip tip back in where the other drip tip goes, just in case I want to use it. Like, I have plenty of other drip tips, so you got the little coily tool. With the actual coil is like this long and bigger, but I like this one personally better. It goes from 4 to 11, so like, and it's also got the green arrow, so you know. I'm not going to move that. I know this is a 6, so this is perfect for what you need for this particular RTA. So I'm going to put that back in there. And what else goes in there? Nothing else goes in there. So we're going to go ahead and shove it, put this, I want to get this out of the way. So put that flat down in there. Put this back down in. And let me get my screwdriver right here. And kind of, I don't want to scratch this. That's going to be very difficult to get out. I don't know what I just did. Let me open up pull the box out. Sorry guys, I just want to show you what the 510 looks like. Like, there's no easy way to get that out of there without destroying the box, so I'm kind of get it out of there. I don't know why it's so difficult. I got it in the hole. It's gonna sit flush with the mod. Oh, I scratched it a little bit. No, I didn't. Alright, I just pull it up and kind of out. Alright, now you see what it is. Just a little flange. If you can see what it is, it's got a little lip on it. And you set it. We'll go ahead and take the frosted tip that it comes with off. You're going to set this down in here like so. Like, you're going to push that down in there. Oh, let me get it in there without getting it stuck. Basically, you're going to put that in there, and it's 510 adapter. It's going to sit flush. Yeah, I got it sitting up because I don't want to get it stuck in there. It's kind of hard to get out, but it'll sit flush. You can use 510 drip tips, which doesn't really matter unless you have a 510 you absolutely love and want to use. But it's actually going to, this isn't, if you look at the 810 it comes with, it's not wide bore at all. I mean, it's got a decent sized hole, but it's not like wide bore. So let me dry this out real quick. Getting a paper towel out of here. Put this in here. Man. Get all that juice out of there. That's where my spit back was coming from. I don't know how much juice is in there. Holy cow. Alright, I'm going to put our frosted drip tip back on there. So now I have an RTA on the Aegis Solo, matches well, stealthed out, and instant fire. Listen, it instantly fires. So we're going to take one more rip. That's at 45 watts. I think that's a sweet spot. I can crank it up a little bit to get a little more of that flavor, but it's nice, sweet, bringing out all the tones. So that's why I wanted to bring in. Once again, this is the Serpent Elevate by Wotofo and Suck My Mod. So I hope you enjoyed everything. So if you're curious and want to get the extra coils, they are framed staple Claptons. They're N80 3mm inner diameter coils. That's what you want to use in there for the higher ohm reading. I could use my quad core fuse Claptons, which are got an extra wrap on them, and they're a little thicker, but they're only 0.26 ohms, and I'd have to use a higher wattage on here, which the whole point of this is to save the battery. So yeah, that's my review. Here it is again, the Serpent. Yes, it's not in there, but the Serpent by Wotofo. Sorry for such a long video, but I wanted to go in depth on it, especially with the wicking. because there's a lot of people like complaining about the flavor. If you wick it correctly, like I did, the flavor is a non-issue. Once again, I'm putting them on 50. Perfect. Can't ask for nothing more than that. I'm gonna turn it down actually to 40 and see what we get. Perfect. Couldn't ask for nothing better. Once again, this is the Serpent Elevate on the Aegis Solo, and then we can also put it on the Drag V2 version 2. I mean, if you're using a low wattage, why not use a low wattage mod? But next review coming up is the Armor Pro by Vape.IT. So I'm once again, this is Tap Vape. Sorry for the long video. I might edit out some of the stuff. Sorry, this umbrella lighting really kills my eyes. Like, I don't know if you can see it or not, but like, if you look up there, I don't know if you can see right there. There's a corner of the umbrella lighting. I got eco, like realistic, like bulbs that are for special photography and stuff like that, and literally it's like very bright in here. But I take my glasses off, it really kind of hurts my eyes, but it's very good for the camera. So that's the end of my review. So like I said, pick you up a Coil Master. It's going to come in handy no matter what. I mean, it's going to help out with all your building needs and stuff like that. So yes, it's an upfront investment. Yes, it's $50. It costs just as much, a little bit more than the actual RTA does itself. But if you're into building, you're going to need one of these. So if you're into rebuildables, RDAs, RDTAs, RTAs, you're going to want those. So I'm putting all my stuff away. My cotton tweezers come with an actual cover that goes over them to protect the needle tips on them. If you see the little plastic cover, so we're going to pop them in there. In this little slot here. So get that in there. Get our ceramic tweezers. Most important thing you need for building without causing shorts. Do not sit there and fire a coil and you touch it with metal. The chance of shorting out and stuff like that is great. So do not. And then these, get my snippers put down in here. So yeah, we got that. We got our whole kit put back together. Put my Coil Master flathead back in here. And I'm gonna show you once again what this all comes with. Like, get that. Let me get it in this way. Actually, I don't want to go in that way. Like, it's hard to get that flathead in here without ripping through the foam and stuff on here, but I'll show you again the Coil Master. I do have an extra one, so if I do give away, I might do. If anybody's interested in the giveaway on the Serpent Elevate, let me know. They also have the Profile Unity RTA. I do believe, I think it is. I'm not 100% sure. I lose track of stuff after so much stuff I use, and RDAs and RDTAs. I got the Drop Dead. I got the Dead Rabbit. I got the Drop. I have the Goon LP, the Goon 1.5. Every kind of thing you could possibly think of. I have tons of them. So here's your coiling rods. It comes with all the different sizes. You just use those to adjust, bend, and bring up your coils. So I'll put that back in here. It also comes with a little Phillips head screwdriver on the side. So here's the kit again. It also comes with, I don't know what I did with it. Oh, it's right here. So it also comes with a bunch of cotton. It's like flat cotton. I've never used it, so I don't know what Coil Master cotton's like. But once again, it comes with an ohm reader. Let me see. Let me get this camera angle down. It comes with all this. It comes with the coiling rods. These right here. Let me hold it like this. These are for building your own coils. That's to wrap them around. You can just make regular round wire Clapton coils. You got 10 feet of Canthal A1 resistance wire. It's 10 foot of 24 gauge wire. You got your flat needle nose pliers. You got your lead cutters. You got your ceramic tweezers. You got your cotton tweezers. You got your Phillips head with the spinnable cap. You got the flat head. You have the ohm reader. You have the tri-tool. You have the coiling rods. You have the foldable scissors. You have the coil making kit and the ohm reader. So for $45, you can't beat that. And also it comes with a lottery ticket, and that's how I won. Like, you always win something. Like, sometimes you might not, but every time I bought a Coil Master, I've won something. Yes, it took a little while to send it, but also, remember, battery safety. Always charge your batteries on a device like this. As you can see, let me get it zoomed in here. It's showing 4.2 volts if you can't see, and the arrows have stopped moving. So I know that's fully charged. So I pop that battery out. So I got a BTC 5A, which is the battery I recommend in the Aegis Solo or any kind of single or any 18650 mod. The Sony BTC 5As are all around best, and Molly cells are all around best known 18650s, and then the 21700s are the Samsung 30Ts, which I have in here. Here's my dual coil build. It's a 0.13 resistance build, and I got it, let me squonk it a little bit. Here's the 80 watts. So between a 40 watt vape and an 80 watt vape, like that's, the RTA is just perfect. So I'm gonna put this drag up and the coil in, this is an EFES Luck 2, and I'm going to show you what it looks like right here. I have extra ones. I might be doing a giveaway on that. It's the EFES Luck 2 charger. That's 21700s, 18650s, 26650s, 2700s. Yes, it has a list of the batteries it does take here, but if you go online, it's a more comprehensive list of what it takes. Do not buy the 4-bay charger because it does not accept 21700s. So this also comes with I had it sitting right here to show you guys. It's right here. It's got the plug. It's got the same plug-in for the wall adapter. You plug this in here, and you can charge your batteries on the go in the car with that charger. So it's all around just cool. And if you're gonna have batteries like I do, I carry them around in I got 18650, 21700 in these plastic carrying cases. Always remember, keep positive and positive at both ends, so you're not creating a short anywhere or any kind of like sparking or anything. So if I have a positive up top here, I'll put the other positive over here, and you carry it around your pocket. You don't have to worry about it hitting loose change and stuff like that. And I carry around little bottles of 15 milliliter unicorn bottles full of my juice. Like, I got corn pudding right there, and if you look right here, I got a bunch of my favorite different flavors. Like, this is just stuff I use here. So look right there, I have a bunch of those. But here's some cool stuff. Sour Mix by Vape.IT. It's a little 5 milliliter bottle. Put a drop in one tank, and it gives like any kind of sour bells or any kind of thing like that. An actual malic acid taste, which is sour. But the Wild Berry Limeade I have doesn't even need it. So that's the end of this review and building a wicking tutorial. Sorry I didn't take my camera down and put it on this and give you a close-up of it. I hope I gave you a good idea on how to do it. Coil placement, how to cut your leads, and most importantly, the cotton wicking. Yes, I didn't go close up and show you like snip right here. Basically, you cut right at the O-ring to where it's low enough to where it's in the juice well, but not touching the bottom. And you want it, when you push the tweezers up against it, especially when there's juice on there, you want it to be very soft, where it's touching and it's going in very soft. That way, it's the thinner the ends, the better it's going to wick. So if it's not wicking correctly, you're going to get dry hits, no flavor. So this is sitting. You can turn it upside down, all those different ways, and then kind of just hit it a little bit. Perfect flavor. That's a little 30 watt hit, like a couple second hit. So once again, the Serpent by Elevate by Suck My Mod and Wotofo. So that's the end of the review. And also, I wanted to add this in. If you're interested in winning one of these Aegis Solo and Nunchaku kits, which is the best matchup for the Aegis Solo, and I'll send a Sony BTC 5A. I bought 5 of the iridescent color ones because no one was leaving comments. Just like, subscribe, comment down below, and just mention a color. If you end up winning, I will go out and buy whatever color combination you want. At the end of the Aegis Solo video, to skip to the end of it, it shows the colors, all the colors of the Nunchaku tank and all the colors of the Aegis Solo. So you can get matchy match, or if you want a different color with this color, it doesn't matter. But I have 5. I'm doing 5 giveaways of the iridescent versions of both. So they're brand new in wrappers. So I do have a bunch of those. So if you're interested in that, just like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment down below that you're interested in the giveaway. And the giveaway will be done on my social medias. My social medias will be linked in the description below. My Twitter, my Discord, and my Instagram. So follow me on there and wait for the winner announcement. Yes, I lost my big channel, so I just now got 1,500 subscribers. So you got a very good chance of winning. So please like, please subscribe, smash that notification bell, leave a comment down below, follow me on social media, and that's all I have for you folks. I hope you enjoyed the review. Sorry I wasn't able to get up and close with it and give you a constant zoomed in view, but for the most part I did exactly and showed you exactly what you needed to do. So with that being said, this is Tap Vapes. I'm going to have one more little rip before we get out of here. And please vape on, and vape advocacy. I can't stress it enough. Hashtag adults like flavors. Hashtag prohibition does not work. Put that on your Instagram. That's a big movement that's going on right now. So other than that, this is Tap Vapes, and I'll be back at you soon with another review and giveaways and such. So I'm trying to work all these into one. So forgive me for these long videos and stuff. Just kind of skip through it and see what you want to see and stuff like that. I appreciate every view, every subscriber and all that stuff. So, and then once I reach like 1550K, like 1,550 subscribers, I'll do a huge giveaway. And then every 50 subscribers that I reach, I'll do a huge giveaway of something really nice. You know what I mean? Like, yes, that and Chuck You and Kit and the mod itself is $55. The tank's $35. There's $90 plus the coils are $15 plus a Sony VC5A. That's a $120 giveaway right there. You know what I mean? I'm doing 5 of them. So, like I said, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, hit the notification bell, and I also do live blogs, live streams, Q&A, question and answer, live stream Q&As, which is question and answers. I do it at different times. I do it kind of late at night when no one else is on. So when you're up late at night on a weekend or anything like that, I'm here to answer any questions you might have. Like I said, I've been vaping since Blue E6 first came out. I remember the first tank I ever had. I was around when the first sub-ohm tank even came around. Like, we were doing this stuff way before that, but first sub-ohm tank started with a V something. I have it somewhere. I still have my first sub-ohm tank, but everyone remembers the bottom fill method. But I did just order all 3 special edition K-Funds. The Moonlight, the gold one, and the black one. They're machined so well that they don't even use O-rings, and they're more of a mouth-to-lung device, but I wanted them, and I've been wanting them for a while, so that's for my Nick salts and stuff. So I hope as soon as those come in, I'm going to pop up and let you guys check them out. That's very important to me. I even got people at the vape shop excited to like try it out and stuff like that. So yes, thumbs up. This is Tap Vapes, and any questions you might have, any video ideas, I'll be more than happy to go out and buy whatever product, do a review on it. No, I don't have people send me stuff. No, I'm not sponsored except by the shops and stuff like that. I just deal with personal people, you know what I mean? But if anybody wants to send me any products to review, just go ahead and get a hold of me. Just leave a comment and hit me up on Discord, anything like that. So once again, this is Tap Vapes, and I am out. So peace.